Evening and welcome to Wonderland's podcast with our authors. And tonight we have Annie Charme. Hello, Annie.
Hiya, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on. So obviously, I'm going to jump straight in. And so for those that don't know you, or haven't seen you at a signing or didn't come last year, could you please tell us about yourself and about your books?
Yeah, so I started writing about 6 years ago now, and I was just tired. I've always read romance, love romance, and I was just tired of reading about young women who were slim, and I just wanted to find some representation that was relatable for me. So I decided to write a book about a fat 40-year-old. Yeah, and then I just wrote it, and it seemed to do really well, and I just thought, there's a market. I didn't realise that there would be a market for this. It was just a passion project for me, just a bit of fun. And then, I posted it online, and on Wattpad. I started on Wattpad, and I just ended up with lots of reads, and I thought, there's a market out there for this. So I started to take it a little bit more serious. Yeah, and it just went from there, and it just seemed to be my niche, that I just write about curvy plus size women. And just spread a bit of body positivity, where the curvy girl gets the guy, and it's just grown from there, really.
So I have read your books and they are awesome, and it's quite nice to be represented. So thank you very much for that. So why don't you tell us a bit about your books?
So I'll tell you about the one I've just released. So we've got His Best Friend's Offer. I don't know, have you read this one yet?
I haven't yet.
So
I want to.
So His Best Friend's Offer is, so I struggled with fertility before I had my 2 kids, and my sister has just struggled. She just had a baby last year. He's nearly 1 now, but obviously after years of struggle, and I just feel like it was something that a lot of women go through, and it's not talked about very much. So I thought, I've had this idea in my head for 3 years, and I just wanted to write a book about infertility. But I wanted to obviously make it a bit fun as well, because obviously there is a happy ever after in all of my books.
Yeah.
So it's a Why Choose MMF, and basically it's the husband that has, after years of trying for a baby, it's her husband that ends up that he's got the problem. Obviously he feels emasculated, she's devastated, their dreams are just shattered. But then his best friend offers, which is why it's called His Best Friend's Offer. So he steps in and he offers, but because like all my books, she's plus size, she has a BMI over 40, so she can't do IVF on the NHS. So he just suggests, let's do it the old-fashioned way. One thing leads to another, as you do. Yeah, so that's the latest one. And I'm just really proud of this one. I've just put a lot of heart and soul into this. I've been writing it since last August, so that's that one. Came out on the 14th of May.
And you do have some Christmas books as well, don't you?
I've got a lot of Christmas books.
Ones that I love.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Christmas books. I do love Christmas, and I think that's probably what I have always written a Christmas novella nearly every year. So yeah, I've ended up with I couldn't even tell you how many Christmas books I've got. I've got 3, 4, about 6, I think. About 6 Christmas books.
I have some of yours. So I have this one.
Yeah.
The mistletoe sheep, and then I have Snowed in Dad's Bod. Have this one, which I really loved, with the naughty little elf theme. That was brilliant. Loved that one. And then this one as well. So yeah, I would recommend them. They're really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I do love a Christmas novella. Yeah, I haven't got any plans for a Christmas novella this year, but I did find a blurb that I wrote a couple of years back for a Christmas novella that obviously I'd never written, and I was reading it the other day and I was like, this is quite a good blurb, I might need to write this book. So we'll see what happens.
So you might still make a Christmas book this year?
I might do it, yeah. Maybe, you'll have to see.
Can you tell me what inspired you to write your first book? I mean, I know you touched on the plus size nap, but I mean, was there anything else that sort of like a favorite author or?
Yes, I read I think it was 2019, I read Simone's, I've got it here actually. It's Misadventures of a Curvy Girl. So I read
Yeah,
Sarah Simone's Misadventures of a Curvy Girl. Absolutely loved it. That was a why choose. And I also read the After series like years ago when that came out. I can't remember when that was. That was way back. And that was probably the first time that after having kids, because I stopped reading, and then that got me back into reading again, which was the After series. And then I read the Sierra. I mean, After series, obviously she wasn't plus size in that, but it just gave me that love of reading again. And I
yeah,
just thought if Anna Todd, because she started on Wattpad, and I just thought if Anna Todd can write this on Wattpad, then I can write something. And then the Sierra Simone one, The Misadventures of a Curvy Girl, was like, this is like the first time I've ever read about a plus size character. So I just felt like we needed more representation, and I feel like there's a lot of
yeah,
other authors now that do like really good plus size representation. So we're kind of like getting there now, and with there's a lot of diversity now in the indie author industry.
yeah,
So yeah, just wanted to do that, and if it wasn't for those particular books, I probably wouldn't have had the courage to sort of do it. Do you know what I mean? So that gave
yeah.
me the courage and the confidence to just go for it, really.
And so, is there like a particular scene that you found really difficult to write?
When I was writing the Forever series, which is these ones, this is the
Yeah,
same couple. This was my first book, actually. So this one was my first book. This was the second, and then this one was a prequel because everybody wanted to know what happened before.
yeah,
So, but I think a lot of readers read like the Forever, they read that one first and then carry on with the series. But so when I was writing these, I remember I was just like crying, like tears were just streaming down my eyes, and I was writing it, and it was kind of like healing as well. With it being my first series, I think a lot of it was healing, like the fat girl that I was when I was a teenager, and then just obviously I won't give away spoilers, but things that happen in the book, and I was just, yeah, it was very difficult. There was some scenes in there that were very
yeah,
difficult, and I was crying when I was writing. I have readers like message me and say like I've stayed up till 4 a.m. reading this book, and you've had me like in tears. I mean, there is a happy ever after. There is a happy ever after in all my
yeah,
books, but it is really nice. I don't like to make people cry, but when I do get messages saying that I made people cry, I'm like, yes,
yeah, yeah.
like
No,
just getting any type of emotion like from someone. It's just that's what we write for, isn't it? That's what we want.
yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm not sure. I don't think I have made anyone cry. Maybe to make somebody cry this year.
It's your next author goal.
Is there any characters in your book that you have based on somebody in your life?
Well, that first one I would say is probably me.
Yeah.
Which is why I found it so emotional. But no, that nobody, maybe my mother in one or two. Not as the main character as like the mother, but yeah, my kids as well. I think I do pull on like stuff from my kids, like with in Uncovering Rose, which was this one, as a
Yeah.
13-year-old. She's a single mom. She's got a 13-year-old son. So I did draw a lot on my own son's interests for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
other than that, nobody in particular. You're live on here.
So, writing process. Do you have like a writing routine or a writing ritual?
Oh, just get as many
No.
words down as I can. I do tend to do it in chunks. So, like at the moment, I'm not writing anything. I'm taking a little bit of a break after his best friend's offer because it did take a lot out of me. And usually I take December off writing as well because I think you do need to have a break. But the rest of the time, I kind of, if I'm writing, I can't do all the other things. So I have to like have full days of writing, and then I might have another full day of like admin marketing. then so I
Yeah.
have to like, if I am in the middle of a book though, I find it really difficult to do the other stuff because I just want to write and get everything down. So I
Yeah.
can block out whole weekends where it's just like, right. And I can get like, so if I've got like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then hopefully I could like do like up to like 20,000 words in that whole 4-day weekend. And that is literally like from 8 a.m. till probably like 10 o'clock at night, you know, just working.
Oh, okay, I'll let you off.
And I block
You're
those
showing off
out.
then.
But then I might not write again for like another week. Do you know what I mean? So it does take a lot out. But I just feel like if I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone and I can just go and just carry on all day. I think the most I've ever written in a day was like 9,000 words, but that was a one-off. That was that was one of the first ones that I wrote. I've never been able to do that again. I don't know what I was doing that day, probably on lots of coffee or something, but no, my average is about 5,000 words a day, I think. But again, because I think once you've done that, it takes so much out of you. There might not be no more words coming for like another 4 days. Do you know what I mean? So but that's my process, and I just find that works best for me.
So did you do any kind of research for your books?
I did. I'm not going to say that because it'll give away some spoilers, but I had to do a lot of research on Covering Rose because of what happens. It's funny though, my mother-in-law will read all my books and she will say, "Is this what you and Gary get up to?" I just no, I don't do any type of research in that. But I feel like a lot of things are like just drawn on like my own personal experiences. Or experiences of like what family members and things, do you know what I mean? So if I need to do research, obviously I do, but I can't tell you what it is, so I'll give it the twin.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of quick fun ones now. So do you have a writing snack?
A snack?
Something that you snack on that you like to have beside you while you're writing?
Oh, everything. I can just eat everything. Biscuits, I think. Coffee and biscuits, I think, is probably the go-to.
Yeah. And if you could spend a day with one of your characters, who would it be and what would it be? Who would it be and what would you do? Ooh, hard one. Now you've got to choose.
That is a hard one. I'd probably hang out with Steph from my first book because she's a bit of me, so we'd probably have a laugh.
Yeah.
We'd probably just I'll tell you where we would go, and I wrote it in the book actually. We'd go to a you know those art and wine things.
Yes, love them.
Yeah, where you drink and paint. I've wrote about that in 2 of my books now, so I would go to one of them.
I do like them myself, so I can't really so much. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, and thank you for telling us all about yourself and your wonderful books.
Thank you.
You really should go and get the Christmas ones. I need another Christmas one. So thank you so much for that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you at Wonderland.
Thank you very much, and you. Can't wait to see you.
Okay. All right, well, it was nice to have you on, and thank you again, and I will see you soon.